What's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have little Cleo sitting here today. I don't know if she'll be in the whole video, but as of right now, it's literally like kind of storming, but it's also kind of sunny. And when it just thunders, Cleo freaks out. So she is just gonna be sitting right here for a little bit while she calms down. But in today's video, I thought it would be fun just to sit down and do a old-fashioned what's in my backpack video. This is just a very realistic what's in my backpack video. As the years of college have progressed, I've kind of figured out what works for me. I know some people like to print off all of their notes and keep them in their binder. For me, the less papers, the better. So I like to do everything digitally, and then if I'm studying something, I'll usually print it out and keep it in a folder while I study it. But for the most part, I like to keep everything on my computer. So you are not going to see a ton of binders and that kind of stuff in this video, just because I like to do everything digitally. Before we get started with the video, I did just want to say, did you guys notice anything different? I got my hair cut, and it's so funny because he ended up cutting it way shorter than I asked him to, and I was obviously very upset at first, but I've totally like grown into it, and I'm digging just the short hair. It's a lot of fun, and if you guys are wanting to switch up something about your life, you should totally just go with getting a haircut because it's hair and it grows back. But I don't know, it's definitely been fun and different trying out all these new looks with short hair. But yeah, I did just want to say that if you thought my hair was shorter, you're not crazy. So the backpack that I use is this one. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I got it the day before class started at Target. So if you're still looking for a backpack, go to Target. Some of them are kind of a little bit cheaper, like material wise, but I think this one was like $35 and it's actually pretty durable. So this is what it looks like. It just has two bigger pockets, and then it has some smaller pockets up here, and then you have room for like a water bottle on the side. And there's also some zip pockets. So the first thing I would usually have in here is a water bottle. I love to bring water to class. Obviously right now I'm sitting at home though, so my water bottle is in the dishwasher. But I guess I'll go ahead and just like start off with the smaller pocket up front. Okay, well, we'll start off with the small one. So in the small one, I literally just have a tampon, a single tampon. Let's move on to the smaller pocket behind that one, so I have a little bit more going on in here. First, I have an iPhone charger. For those long days on campus, it's so important to have a charger, either that or some kind of like external charger, if you know what I'm talking about. And then I also have a camera charger because a lot of time I will be vlogging on campus, and when my camera dies, it's literally the most heartbreaking thing ever if I'm filming a video. So I've learned to always keep an extra charger in my backpack. I also just have some of this Victoria's Secret spray. This one is Pure Seduction. This one smells so good, you guys. Like, this is a classic. I've been using it for years, but especially right now, it's so hot out, so I like to just kind of spray some on for a little refreshing vibe before I go into class. And then I also just have a pack of these mints from Hawaii. All right, so the next thing that I keep in this small pocket is something that I've kind of added to my routine this semester. I never used to do this, but I keep a baggie of green tea bags in here. And you guys, this has saved me so much money. A lot of times on campus, I will just want some kind of hot drink. I'm not always in the mood for coffee, and lately I haven't even been drinking coffee. But with these, what I can do is just order a cup of hot water, which is usually free, and if not, it's like $1. And then I'll just put my own tea bag in it and brew my own little cup of green tea by myself, and it's the perfect pick-me-up. It does not give me any like jittery side effects like coffee gives me, and at the same time it's saving money. So you should definitely try bringing your own tea bags to campus. And along with those, I also just like to keep some granola bars or maybe like a piece of fruit in my backpack. It's just nice to have between classes, or if you don't have time to eat breakfast. Stuff like this is really convenient. I kind of try to stay away from processed foods as much as I can, but you can't go wrong with like a couple little granola bars here and there. And then I also just have some pens and pencils. As I said, I do pretty much everything digitally, so unless I'm taking a test, I really don't use any kind of pens or pencils. It's so funny how all that changes, because I feel like back in high school, my pencil case was like the staple item to my backpack, and now like I literally don't use pens or pencils in class unless I'm taking a quiz or a test. All right, so moving on to the first like big pocket. This is where I like to keep all of my electronic devices. Typically, I will just bring my laptop and charger to campus. I sometimes use my iPad, but I'll usually just leave that at home. If you guys watched my last video, you would know that I really only use digital textbooks. This semester, I did not have to buy any physical textbooks, which is awesome. So if you guys are wondering, like, Adrian, where are all your textbooks? They're all on my computer. So here is my MacBook. I got this when I was a freshman, and I'm a senior now, and it still works like I got it yesterday. I would highly recommend getting a MacBook Air. This is, I believe, the 13-inch, and it's the smallest number of gigabytes, but I just clean it out pretty much every semester and it still works awesome. It's super lightweight, and I know you guys are gonna kill me for not having it in a case, but I can't find my laptop case, so I need to go get a new laptop case. If you have any recommendations, definitely comment below because I'm in need of one very soon. And then I also, of course, have my laptop charger. Always gotta remember to bring this to campus. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this, but I also have my calculator. I ordered this on Amazon and I literally have not opened it yet. I haven't really needed it, but I'm going to the library to study tonight, so I feel like I'll open it then. But I don't know, I just decided to keep it in the packaging. But this is my financial calculator. It performs like different functions for special financial equations, so that's why I had to buy this. All right, so that's literally everything that was in that pocket. And then moving on to the final bigger pocket in the back. So this is where I keep more of like the physical paper. So first, this is an all-time essential, you guys would know, my planner. So I actually got this one from Target the other day. I showed it in my college day in the life video, but this one is awesome. I love the layout. It's just very simple. It's just completely blank, so you can add stickers if you want, you can add lines, you can literally do whatever. And then of course it has like the overview for the entire month right here. I really like the size and how lightweight it is, because sometimes planners just are way too big and I feel like they're so heavy, but this one is awesome, and I think it was only like 15 bucks. So I will try and find this online and link it below for you guys. All right, so next I have 2 notebooks. These are for 2 of my finance classes. A lot of times my professor will like start doing problems in class, so it's really convenient for me to have just separate notebooks for those classes that I can do all the work on. But overall, as I told you guys, I like to do pretty much all of my notes digitally if I can, just because it's so much easier to clean up, and if I need to study them, I'll print them out so I have a physical copy to study. But I don't really see the point in like rushing to write down a ton of notes in class when you can like sit back and like actually take in everything and then go back later and like get the notes printed, if that makes sense. So that's just how I function. But I have 2 of those notebooks, and then I also have a binder for one of my classes. We do have like a good amount of handouts, so I like to kind of just print them and put them in these like clear pocket folders. These are really convenient if you are trying to stay organized. They're really cheap also, so I would definitely recommend doing that. As far as binders go, I feel like I used to carry really big binders around. That was back when I had a ton of handouts from my professors, but like I don't get any handouts nowadays, so it doesn't really make sense for me to have a bunch of binders. But I do just like to have this little, I think this is like a 1/2 inch. Next, I have a pocket folder. Pocket folders are nice just to throw papers that you get here and there from, and then you can go back later and like file them into the proper place. So on this side, I just have a couple copies of the little syllabus you get at the beginning of class. I'm just covering it up though because it has some like private information on it, but then I also like to keep some loose leaf notebook paper on this side. All right, and then the final thing I keep in my backpack is just a little notebook. So this is actually one of my YouTube notebooks. I have a couple that I just like to jot ideas down on, but it's just really nice for me to kind of have a separate place if I feel inspired, or if I just want to take down like notes for a future video idea or something like that. I like to have a notebook to do that in. So I always bring it to campus with me or in my purse wherever I go, just because you never know when you're gonna get a good idea. All right, you guys, so that is basically it for this what's in my backpack video. As I said, it was just gonna be short and sweet because I'm a very minimal type of gal and I like to just bring as little items on campus with me as possible. But if there is an essential to your backpack that I did not show, definitely let me know what it is in the comments below. I would love to hear, and I also want to hear like what grade you guys are in. Are you in high school? Are you in college? Like, let me know. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.